I genuinely can't remember the last time I drew something for fun. I've been working on improving my art and my shop, which has been taking up quite a bit of my time. This video is my opportunity to get back into making art for fun, and I get to give something back to you guys as well. I will be drawing 10 OCs, so this is a bit of a longer video than usual, so grab a snack or something to drink, and I hope you all enjoy. Our first OC is by Puppy Draws. Her name is Reneva, and she is a zombie unicorn girl. She is described as being similar to TT from Genshin Impact. Reneva was one of the first OCs submitted, and when I first saw her, I just knew I had to pick her. Her design is so eye-catching with the green skin and purple hair. I adore her party hat and the little sticky mouth part. I don't know what it's called, but it's a cool design choice. One thing I do wish though is that I upped the saturation of the colors I chose. If you stick around till the end, you'll get to see that I did improve in my color selection by the final artwork. I just personally think this artwork would have popped a lot more if I let her be more saturated. Also guys, I made some changes to my audio settings. If you can hear a difference, let me know. I hope it sounds better than usual and not like worse. This video is also edited slightly differently than usual. Usually I do some real-time drawing that's being cut up, but because we have 10 OCs to get through, I was worried that this video might end up being 1 hour or something. But I will try to slow down the time lapses a little bit so that you guys can have a clearer view of what I'm doing. For every artwork, I did one chibi as well as one half body, and I wanted to ensure that everyone would get around the same thing in terms of both quality and quantity, so that everyone might be happy with what they receive. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another one of these again because it was actually more tiring than I thought, because I was really focused on creating quality pieces consistently and I had to do quite a few of them, so if I were to do this again, I would likely start earlier than I did this time. And if I do this again, it will be posted in my community tab, so you can keep tabs on that. Here's the final artwork. I think she turned out super cute, and I hope that Puppy Draws likes the final piece. I just wish that I made her a little bit more saturated, but moving on to OC number 2. Guys, I have something to confess. I forgot to click record time lapse. But I will show you guys the complete artwork here anyway. This OC comes from mg.athner, and I chose her because I love the little note added to the submission. It reads, "Her name is Miko and she's inspired by the things and people I love around me." I just thought that was an absolutely adorable note, and I'm sorry I forgot to record the time-lapse, but I hope you enjoy this artwork, mg.athner. By the way, if you guys want to see all the final artworks in high resolution, I'll link the Patreon post where I have all of them down below. It's a free post, so anyone can go have a look-sees. On to number 3, which I fortunately did record. This OC comes from my friend Veracity. She has been supporting me since before the start of my YouTube journey, so this artwork was important to me because I wanted something to give back to her. However, this is an artwork that I will likely redraw because I didn't really like the outfit I chose for her OC. I was given full creative liberty, but I don't have much experience in dressing up male characters, so I don't think the outfit I picked suited him very well, although the Hello Kitty outfit I gave to his chibi is pretty cute. If I do end up redrawing this OC, the final artwork will be posted on my Instagram, where I've been trying to post more of my art. I definitely do need to practice drawing male characters as well, but as you guys will get to see, I do draw another male OC later on, and I think that one turned out pretty well. I saw some unexpected benefits with this art challenge, though I wouldn't really call it a challenge. I think I got faster at drawing over time, and I also saw some slight improvements in my poses and anatomy, so I would recommend doing something like this because it was also pretty fun. You could draw your friends' OCs or do some art trades, trying to make all of them similar in terms of quality and also exactly what you're drawing. I think that's what really helped me in this case. Here's the final artwork, and I think it looks overall pretty cute. I would like to make some changes to the anatomy and also outfit though, so do keep an eye out to see if I do redraw this. Moving on to OC number 4. This next OC also comes from a friend, LilLime88. This OC is so striking and immediately caught my eye as I was looking through the folder. I love the unique silhouette and colors. She's obviously based on a drink, but I'm not sure which one since I'm not well versed in that. Nevertheless, I love the colors that Lime chose. I think they look great and mesh well together. This is totally a little class in character design. I had the most fun drawing this OC, mostly due to her inhuman form. I had less to worry about when it came to both anatomy and coloring because of her super fun proportions and colors. This is one of my favorite final artworks, and I'll be doing a showcase of all of the final artworks at the end of this video, so you guys can let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments below. I personally just really like this artwork because I think it's super fun. I've been experimenting a bit with using patterns in my backgrounds, and I highly recommend this if you're like me and hate backgrounds too. It adds a little spice without being too much work on your end. I look for mine on Etsy or VGen. Anyway, here is the final artwork. I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I think she's super cool. Moving on to OC number 5. This next OC is from Cosmo Razor. We're officially halfway through this video, so I'm gonna share with you guys a little secret for making it this far. I've been getting some questions about the brush I use, and usually I just use the default felt brush on Clip Studio. But recently, I've been using Minjia's brush set, which I will link down below. The brush set has a lot of different brushes, and I would describe them as buttery and delicious. Anyway, for the artwork I'm working on, I used references of muscles to draw his arms, but I still don't know if I made him buff enough. I definitely will have to make a video specifically for learning how to draw masculine characters, but for now, I think this is about what I can do. I usually draw cute girls only, so this took a bit for me to get down. Fortunately, I think he turned out pretty cool at the end, and I love the gradient on his fingers. That's a character design choice I love seeing. I also thought the note on the submission was a little funny. It says that he tends to sweat a lot without noticing. I just thought this was a pretty unique and interesting character trait I never would have really come up with myself. This artwork took a little bit longer than the others because I wanted to get all of the gradients and shading down. Speaking of gradients and shading, I really love how his hair, I think is supposed to resemble fire, looks really cool. I also really like his eyes. They kind of remind me of Byakugan from Naruto, which are one of my favorite special eyes from Naruto, actually. Here's the final artwork. I do love the colors I used. I tried to go a bit more saturated than usual, and I think it worked to make him pop a little bit more. Moving on to OC number 6. This OC was submitted by Chairof Meow, and I love all the little decorative apple items this OC has. I actually finished this drawing in record time despite all the details, and I think that's because this design is right up my alley. Cute cats girls are my domain, as you may notice from looking at my Sona. I've opened up about this a little on Instagram, but I've been feeling pretty insecure about my art lately, and it has made me avoid making videos or content sometimes because I'm worried I might face scrutiny. However, a large part of making this channel for me was so that I could have a reason to face the harder parts of art. Reading the comments that you guys became motivated to practice after watching my videos helps to motivate me as well. Not just to continue practicing, but also to continue making videos. So truly, thank you guys. For this artwork, I tried to use a lighter shade of line art than usual, so the line art actually ended up being lighter than the character's hair. I quite liked how this looked, so I continued with this moving forward. Alongside the use of more saturated colors, I think my art style has evolved a little since the start of this video, which is really cool to see. This is the final artwork, and I quite like it. I think it's a little different from my usual stuff, but in a good way. Next is OC number 7. This OC was sent in by Salty Beans. It is her Sona named Salty, and the note added said that she likes to bake and cook, even though she sucks at it. So for the chibi, I decided to have her in a little baker's outfit, but dropping the cake she's holding, because I thought that would be really cute and match the note that was added. I was drawn to this OC's color scheme. I feel like primary colors are really striking and you honestly can't go wrong with them. I also think the sharp and spiky teeth tell a lot about the character through a show not tell method. Even though this isn't a character designing video, I find it fun to look at the different ways you guys design characters and the motifs you like to use. It's always interesting to see others' methods of designing characters, and I think we have a wide array of different character design techniques here. I like the body shape of this character and the unique silhouette it provides. I tried to make sure that came through. I do want to make a separate video specifically on learning to draw different body shapes though. If you're interested in content like that, make sure to subscribe. Looking at the final artwork and reference side by side, my colors are actually less saturated than I thought they were while I was drawing this. So I do still have a ways to go with the colors I'm comfortable using, but this character was also pretty fun for me to draw. I like to read the notes on all of the submissions, and I can really feel the love you guys have for your OCs, and that's really amazing in my opinion. Here is OC number 7. I think this OC was super fun and enjoyable to draw. Now on to OC number 8. This OC comes from Mozzarella's, and I believe the OC's name is Kumi. I picked this OC because you know what's better than a cat girl? A magical cat girl. I also have a soft spot for characters with pink hair. I just think they're absolutely adorable. I'm considering making a community suggestion box for things like video ideas you guys want me to do. If I do something like that, it'll definitely be posted both here and on Instagram. I already have one just for Patreon members, but I will likely have one open to everyone because sometimes I have a hard time coming up with video ideas. Of course, there are a lot of videos that I want to do, but I also like to organize them depending on how much time they likely take, so having more ideas is better than having fewer. This was actually supposed to be one of my less time-consuming videos, but it surprisingly turned into one of my more time-consuming videos because the drawings took me a while, and I also restarted editing this once I was halfway through, which I do not recommend doing. Back to the artwork, I don't have many comments for this because it was a pretty easy artwork for me to do, being a cute girl and all. I do like the poses I picked, I just think that they maybe should have been a little bit more energetic to embody the magical girl energy. Other than that, I like how it turned out and the OC is super cute, which totally helped. Here is the final artwork, super cute OC, and I hope that you like it, Mozzarella's. Onto OC number 9. This OC was sent in by Perfect Paws, who apparently just adopted her. Congrats on the adoption. This was an OC I was super excited to draw because she has a ton of motifs I love, like the polka dot and stripes. I was also excited knowing that this was going to be one of the first artworks of this OC, fresh out the oven and into my drawing tablet. I had such a fun time drawing this one, and I think it turned out to be one of my favorites by the end because I think it went super well with my art style. I had some difficulty with picking a pose though, mostly because I didn't really have an idea of her personality. So I just went with some cat-like poses, like the cat paws, which matches the name of this OC's owner. Drawing this OC made me feel like getting back into collecting adoptables. I did have a phase of collecting them, and I think at every point in my life I kind of have been collecting something. It moved from omodokis to plushies of different franchises to adoptables and so on and so forth. Recently I've been collecting more Chiikawa merch. The Chiikawa craze is real. I try not to collect as much though, both for the environment and also because I will be moving soon. Anyways, here is the final artwork, and it is one of my personal favorites. Moving on to the last artwork for today. This OC is by Toasted Mellow, and the OC's name is Feathered Marshmallow Cookie. This OC caught my eye on my second look through all the submissions. Cookie OCs are always so interesting, and of course I love all of the food-based elements in her design. So I'm very glad I did a second look through all of the submissions. According to the notes, Feathered Marshmallow Cookie is an owl and bunny who can turn into a big owl. I also thought that was uber interesting because I rarely see owl-based original characters around. Her outfit is also so cute, it reminds me a bit of a mermaid tail. I had some difficulty with her hair though. I was doing my best to preserve and get the hair as accurate as possible, The design is very unique and has quite a few intricacies that you can't look away from, so I did love it, but I had some difficulty with it. I also just love her white eyelashes. It reminds me of this friend I had who had half white and half black eyelashes naturally. I thought they were super cool and pretty, and if you walk past her in the street, you would likely do a double take. This is our final artwork of the day, so unfortunately this video is coming to an end soon. Beyond being able to see my drawing process, I hope that these cool OCs can also inspire you to go and have fun with your own. Here is the final artwork, and I was really happy with the colors I chose. I think she looks really delicious, but now it's time to review all of the artworks from today. I'll show all of them on screen, so do let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe if you made it all the way to the end. This was an enjoyable video for me to make despite how it was a little tiring, and you can check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. I hope to see you next time, but bye bye for now.